Good morning from the farmer's garden. We're the farmers and we're out by the greenhouse today. We're going to do a little experiment. The kids are going to help us out and we're going to let y'all see how this goes. We are trying to propagate the wild muscadines. So a lot of the muscadines that we picked this year for our jelly were from Brandon's parents' place, and they're fixing to be clearing that area to make a new hayfield, and that means we're going to lose our muscadines. We do have some that grow here on the fence at home, but we're looking to figure out how we can start them and have them in a cultivated, safe area where we can get to them easier. Another problem with muscadines, if we just harvest wild ones, is they grow so high. Today we were walking around in the yard, and that big tree, let's see, that one right there, way in the top of it, there are muscadines, and they're so high up we can't reach them, and they're just falling, and then they're on the ground underneath. So we're going to see if we can grow these in a way that we can harvest them more easily.
Alright, so y'all are going to follow me. I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do first, okay? So you see I've got the plant already cut off, and I took off the bark so that we can get to the growing layer of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
everybody has that. Everybody has a stem that has been clipped and the bark has been stripped away.
Okay, so
we got the end wet.
And get the end wet, and then we're going to take it and we're going to stick it in our rooting hormone. Okay, we'll get it all, see how it's all nice and wet like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to stick it into the potting soil like that, and then I am going to top it off, and then we're going to water it down. Okay?
Okay.
So, who wants to go first?
Hi.
Okay, get it wet, Lainey. Get good and wet. There you go. Now, stick it down in there. Get a bunch of powder on there.
Okay, so the rooting hormone is basically to simulate the same hormone that the plant would create in order to produce roots. And this is a process used a lot of times with roses and all sorts of different plants. We're just experimenting with these muscadines to see if we can get them started.
I know how.
Okay, Kylie, you want to do yours next?
I have mine right here.
Yep, hold it up. We'll have to find a way to brace them in the pots, won't we?
There you go.
We could just stick sticks in the ground and put these in the ground and on top of the ground and tie ropes to them.
Stick it and bury it in that dirt a little bit. There you go.
So do we have an estimate on how long it will take these to take root?
It usually takes between I want to say a week and 2 weeks. But we'll know pretty quick if these plants will actually take off and grow, because if they die, then we weren't successful.
So if all the leaves turn brown on them here in the next few days, start to dry out.
Yep, we will know that we weren't successful. And I'm not sure, this is the first time I've actually done it on a major scale. So we will see.
You did this in college though,
yes,
correct?
I did it as an experiment in college. So we will see how well this will go. And I don't remember the succession rate, what you can expect on cuttings
What
to
did you
actually work.
What did you grow in college?
I did a graft of a peach tree.
So you just did the graft. You didn't do this as well.
No.
So that graft is actually still alive. It's at my parents' house, and its name is Stewie the peach tree. And they did pick peaches off of it this year. They've been making peaches for a few years. It doesn't always make very well. Oh yeah, yours did good, Gracie.
Said it's huge.
Okay, yeah, some of these I'm gonna have to get a stick and we're gonna have to stake them.
Yeah, we'll use some kind of stake in them. All right, so next put them in a tray so we can get them all watered, okay? Oh, got it, Kylie? So then we're just gonna water them.
Just keep holding that, 'cause that's about it.
Yeah, yours is kind of top heavy there, dude. And we need to keep these pretty wet over the next few days, correct?
Yeah, so we're gonna keep them all good and wet and make sure that they're really wet, and hopefully they'll take.
All right, there you go. We have hopefully successfully rooted some muscadines, and we will put those in a better place where we can give them some trellises and things, and they can grow in a more cultivated environment. The ones on the back fence, we do need to replace that back fence eventually, and we're going to lose those. And a lot of those are old growth. They have good thick vines on them, but they're just, that fence is falling apart, so we're going to have to take them out eventually. And like I say, the ones that we've picked at Brandon's parents' place, they are in danger of being dozed in order to make a hayfield. The hayfield is important as well, and so we've kind of flagged a few that might stay, but for the most part, a lot of those are going to go. So hopefully these will take off and we'll get them planted somewhere here in the yard and have a cultivated batch of muscadine so that we can make more of that jelly in the future. Anyways, that was a quick little visit to the farm this morning. I hope you enjoyed your visit. I hope you learned something. Be sure and come back when you can stay longer.